kind of just figure it out.
All right. So, for me, I can't see what you're doing, so it's up to you if you want to show your work or not, but maybe take some notes if it's unclear.
Yep. So I'm just assuming I have to factor like all this out.
You could try using the answers, but it's probably better to do it independent of that.
So then, my calculator is gonna be one where I have to start guessing and start fighting, I guess.
You're welcome to use a calculator, whatever you would have available to you on the test.
I feel like it would be c squared plus her c squared minus 16x. No, that doesn't work. It's gotta be 4 apart.
Yeah. So you really got to focus on taking that 96 and dividing it by
8
1 and
squared. So
2.
then, c squared minus 12x minus 96 minus 8x. So it'd be letter C. C would be.
So I heard you would go with letter C. Is that true? So you're saying it's minus 12 and positive 8 that adds to positive 4.
Oh no, it'd be A. It'd be A.
It would be A, and it's that easy to make a mistake. So one of the things that you could do is, because I heard some things that it's always linear. They're C plus 8, C minus 12. So when you write them, you could then FOIL to make sure you actually get back to the answer.
Okay.
All right, let me give you one more to try like this. Let me see. Does this other one have it? Yeah, actually, this other one does have it. Okay. So this is another one to do. It's got a little more involved.
All right.
You have to factor completely. First, find the GCF, then do factoring the way we just did. Let me know what you come up with.
X cubed. Or no. 7x. You get x squared minus 9x plus 14. X squared minus 2x plus 14 minus 7x. Then you get x. You get 7x times x minus 2. And then x minus 2. And then you get 7. I got C. No. Yeah, I got C. I got C. Total C, you get 7x. That's not right. X squared minus. Wait, no, that is right. I did do it right. So we'll
Yes.
see.
Yes, you're good. You're good. Okay, let me give you one more of these kind of harder foiling type problems or factoring. Sorry, for factoring. Losing my mind here. All right, yeah, here's this isn't just a test that you can find the factors. What would the factor into?
The factoring would probably be no, it'd be 10 and 12. 10 and 12.
So give me the factors, and the sign matters.
So then I have to add to negative. So then negative 12 and then 2. Or the negative 12 and then 10.
So tell me what to put in parentheses.
So then you'd get u squared.
No, there's and you said that if you don't, there's
Oh,
never
u
square root of
minus
it.
10. Or u plus 10 times u minus 12.
Okay, that is correct. Here's one more to try. So I just want what's in parentheses.
Okay. Should be. Look up what 105 is. 105 divided by. Oh. 715. So then u minus 15, u plus 7.
One more time.
U minus 15, u plus 7.
All right. Okay, you're really doing well now. Let me just one more, and then we'll move on to some new stuff.
Be R. Find a factor for this. 8 and 14. Yes. So R plus 14, R plus 8.
Like this?
No, R minus 8. It'd be R minus 8.
Yes. There you go. Yeah, one of them, at least one of them has to be negative. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's say we were solving. What's the difference now? What is the next step after this to solve?
Solve. Set both that, so you get R equals negative 14, R equals 8. Because you set both of
Yes.
them equal to 0.
Very good. Okay. Great. So the other thing I noticed last night is simple interest formula. Do you remember the simple interest formula? I guess more generally, do you get an equation sheet?
No.
Do you get to bring something?
No.
That's good. So do you know the simple interest formula? So this would be good to have in your notes, ERT. But more importantly is to know what they stand for. I is interest, P is the principal or the amount you're starting with, R is the rate as a decimal, T is time. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's a problem for you to try.
All right. 5.3. I'm just gonna plug this into my calculator. 5, or no, it'd be 0.053 times 5 times 3,000. He earns $795, and the total is 3,795.
Good. Very good. That's correct. All right. So the other one that you will see is the it's non-continuous. Actually, let me put all this in the notes in case you want to look at this later. All right, so this is the other formula. It's got some of the same elements, P, interest rate R, N is the number of compounding periods. That's the big one. That's the one that's easy to kind of not remember. So let's try one problem.
Okay.
Any questions on that formula?
No.
Okay. I always recommend on calculator problems to do the calculations twice.
Yep.
So especially on the test, and you might even do it again, like after you've gone through the test, just to see if it's what you expect it to be.
Would I put it into decimal form for R divided by N?
Yes, the interest is always a decimal.
Then I got the total balance after 3 years as 37,280 and 41 cents.
Okay, so there's a calculator error there. It is not that large. I mean, just rough estimates, right? Rough estimates, 3%, 3.5% of 12,000 is like $35, $40 a year. Or I'm sorry, $300 a year. It's not a lot. Like it can't grow to 30,000 that quickly. So it's probably just an issue of how you're putting it in the calculator.
It's to the 36.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is a 36, but this is divided by 12. So I'm not sure what kind of calculator you're using. I would get this number first, or I guess take
That's what
0.035
I
divided by
did.
12, then add it to 1, then to the power of 36, then multiply by 12,000.
Okay, so don't do 12,000 first. So
That's the last thing to do.
0.3035 divided by 12 is answer to the 36. So that didn't work. 1 plus 0.035 divided by 12. That to the 36 times 12. Okay, that did work. Is it 13,326 and 49 cents? Yep, that's what I got.
Okay, so here is one more problem to look at. Ignore the fact that it just wants you to find the interest for the moment. I want you to find the future value of this, which is the A on this one, and then we'll talk about how to calculate the interest. But I'd like you to try setting this one up. It's the same formula as this.
Okay. So then interest is the I.
No. It's the same. Ignore the fact that it says that. Just determine the future value of this
Oh, okay. So then
investment for the moment.
1 plus 0.052 divided by 48.
You're not divided by 48. N is the number of compounding periods.
Yeah, it compounds for, oh, it just be divided by 4.
Yes.
Is 1.03. What was the rest of the problem? And then that to the 48th power, because it's compounded 4 times per year for 12 years, so that to the 48th power, and then times 100,000. I got 185,888.87.
Okay. Now, when it asks for the interest, you have to subtract out the initial amount.
And then you get $885,888.87.
Yes. Albert Einstein called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. And he was right, for sure. There's nothing free except compound interest.
Yep.
Okay, good job. Let's transition back to some more problems here. So let me throw something in front of you without the multiple choice. I want you to determine the result, and then I'm going to
Okay, so P plus 11 squared. So you get P squared plus, oh wait, no, you have to write it out. Okay. P plus 11 times P plus 11. So you get P squared plus 22P plus 100. I got P squared plus 22P plus C.
yes. Now, why do you think answer A is there?
Because that's just how it look like. It's just how it looks.
Right. So don't make that mistake. That's why I didn't show you the answers. You have to write these out to be able to determine the result, unless you know the formulas for all the special products. Okay, so here is another one of these. Probably last one of these type for a while. Okay, take a look at that, please.
Okay. And then um, 10x squared minus, or 10x cubed minus 20x squared plus 20x plus 5x squared minus 10x plus 10. So 10x cubed minus 15x squared plus 10x. I got 10x cubed minus 15x. Oh, wait. 10x cubed minus 15x squared plus 10. C.
All right, now what are you gonna do if your answer isn't there? Meaning you work it out and your answer's just not there.
Then my answer is wrong and I have to rework it.
Yes, unfortunately, that is almost always the case. All right, good job on that. So here is a new grouping of questions. We talked a little about this, arithmetic, geometric, and neither. I think we saw one that was neither, even though it looked like it was going to be geometric. Do you remember kind of the key differences between arithmetic and geometric? Anything come to mind?
Arithmetic is adding and geometric is so arithmetic is linear and geometric is not. It's exponential.
Okay, good. All right. So to follow the arithmetic, you're adding and subtracting, geometric, multiplying, dividing. All right, so I want you to look at each of these four here and tell me which one it is. Arithmetic, geometric, or neither.
A is neither. B is arithmetic. C is neither. Wait. Yeah, C is definitely neither. And D is arithmetic.
Okay. If I cross this one out and C, how would that change it?
Then it'd be geometric because it's times 6 every time.
Okay,
But the 30 kind of ruins it.
really good. Yep, really good. Okay. A couple more here like that. All right, so just a few more. You can just tell me verbally once you know what it is or is not.
Um, five is neither. 7 is arithmetic or geometric. Sorry. 5 is geometric. Plus 9 is arithmetic. 6 is
Number nine.
neither.
What does nine go up or down by? If it's arithmetic.
8.
Good.
6 is. Sorry. 6 is arithmetic.
Okay, what does it go up or down by?
It goes down by 5.
Okay.
8 is neither. And 10 is neither.
Okay, good. I feel like you got a good understanding of that. All right, so here's a problem. Different student, a different class here. Let me see if I can put it in front of you. All right, so it's a little wordy, but could you read this and just kind of tell me what, I want to make sure you understand what's going on here. Could you just take a look at that, see if you have any questions, and then I'll put the problem in front of you.
Okay. Wish you can work is 10 hours per day. So that's 2 squared. Well, 144. 80 plus 36. So payment option 1 is we'll pay more.
Well, there's no question here. I just want you to understand this. Hopefully, the steps. There's two functions, and one of them is, if we were to graph this, one kind of looks like this, and the other looks like this.
Yep.
How would you figure out where they intersect?
Substitution, or maybe
So the intersection is where they equal each other.
oh yeah, you said it. So 8t plus 36 is equal to t
Yeah.
squared or t plus 2 squared.
Okay. Could you solve that for me, please?
Yeah. And then probably square root both sides, right? First.
Now, I would expand the left.
Oh. Oh, that's 4t plus 4 equals 8t plus 36. Minus 4 minus 4t minus 4. And t squared equals 4t plus 32. So then t equals 2t plus. I got t equals 2t plus the square root of 32.
Okay. What did you get when you expanded the left? Tell me what that becomes.
T squared plus 4t plus 4.
Okay, I agree. Now you can move everything on the right to the left, so you can subtract AT.
I moved 4t over and 4 over.
Okay, you got to get everything on one side. It's typically the strategy here.
Oh,
So give that another try there from there, please.
so it'd be -8. So it'd be t squared minus 8t minus 32 plus 4t. And you get t minus 8, t minus 8. You get 4, and then t plus 4, and then t minus 8. So that'd be 8. 8
Equals
hours
8.
when they're the same.
Yeah, and kind of an interesting problem because there are sort of, you can sometimes get different pay structures, and you got to figure out which one's better for you, depending on that. Okay, good job. So as a reminder, you can solve by factoring a number of ways, and we've talked about them at length. There's GCF, there is difference of squares, there is perfect square trinomials, a equals 1, grouping, and then as a last resort, uh, these are no longer factor now, completing the square, and then quadratic formula. All right, so just keep those in mind as we sort of move through some new questions. We'll go back to just the standard multiple choice stuff. Okay, so here's a problem. Solve for X. You can use any method that you want. Some work better than others. You generally do want to get everything on one side of the equation, but I know you kind of favored the completing the square method. That would work here. But factoring is also an option.
How would you solve? Oh, so it's just solving for X. Okay. So then it'd be so it'd be X squared minus 4 minus X squared minus 4X minus 8 plus 2X. X minus 4. And times 2. X plus 2. X minus 4. And then you get -2 and 4. B.
Right. Very good. So they get a little bit harder depending on type of test you're taking. So one of the things you want to avoid is trying the answers. It's usually easier just to try solving it. So this one, again, you really want to move everything to the one side and then make a choice about how you're going to solve it.
Okay. So then probably move everything to one side and keep the 2x squared positive. So then 2x squared minus 5x minus 18 equals 0. And x squared factor out 2. No, I'm not gonna do that.
You might want to multiply the first and the last.
Yeah, 36, negative 36. Nine and 4. So then so then it'd be 2x squared minus 9x minus 18 plus 4x.
You might want to go with the plus 4x minus 9x pairing.
Yeah, that's right.
That works a little better with that.
I got E, none of those.
Okay, what did you get for your factored form?
For my
What did you
factor form.
Yeah, what did you end up getting?
2x minus 2 and x plus 2.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay, this does not foil back into the previous line, so looks like maybe just a little glitch there. So there's a 2x that comes out of the first two, that's x plus 2. And then you write x plus 2 here. What goes in between them? How do you
it's negative 9.
Yes. Yes. The good news is you're practicing for your final.
Yeah.
So the mistakes are okay right now.
So then
and I don't think you had none of these in any of your problems.
it'd
So
be A. Yeah, we didn't have any of those.
yeah, you're probably not gonna get anything like that. Okay. All right, good. I mean, probably not gonna see anything this difficult. It's a good reminder. But here's a new style of problem to solve. Take a look at that.
Okay. I really like the square root method.
Yeah, I would square root this. You
So
don't need to
x
expand the
plus
left.
5 equals plus minus square root of 3. So x equals -5 plus minus square root of 3.
So which
D.
one would, it's D, good. Okay. Uh, another short one here. This is like completing the square stuff.
Okay. 100. That's the only perfect square.
400 is a perfect square, but it is not correct. 400 is 20 times 20. That is a good way to determine it. It is C, but just be careful. Remember, it's half of 20 squared. Okay, new problem here. Go for a word problem. We're doing a lot of quadratics. We need to find some graphing problems here. We'll do it for the last 2 minutes, but this one's okay. Rectangular table is 2 feet longer than it is wide. Its area is 24 square feet. Could you solve this for the length and the width?
So you're asking me to solve it?
Yes.
Okay. So then 2 feet longer than it is wide, its area is 24 square. 2 feet longer. So W times W plus 2 equals 24. So W squared plus 2W equals 24 minus 24. W squared minus 4W minus 24 plus 6W less W minus 4, W minus 4. Then you get 6. And W plus 6, W minus 4. So then W equals -6 and +4, and you can't have a negative number, so W is equal to 4. So the width is 4 and the length is 6.
And don't be afraid just to try numbers, like 4 times 6 gets you to 24,
Yeah.
3 times 8, things like that. Okay. Found another question I think would be good. It's easy to get this wrong, so I want you to not get it wrong. I want you to remember that there must be 2 solutions to this problem.
So then factor out x out of both sides, so -16x, and then you get x is 0 and x is negative, or 16, just 16. No. So then you get a 16. Or no, it'd be D. It'd be D.
That's
You'd
step
be
2 solution. So you really want to factor it out after you move it to one side. And then don't forget, this is the extra step. You got to set them equal to 0. One of the reasons you write this is so that you don't get the wrong sign. Like I would actually add another answer here, 0 and -16, just to,
Yeah, to confuse kids.
yes, and not to be, but if you write it out, you're like, all right, it's 16, it's D, it's no big deal. Be aware of that. Okay, let's look at a graphing problem. Please be sure to read the entire question before you give an answer.
Okay. What height did the ball reach? It's gonna be close, probably 22.
Got it. Okay, good.
And you can kind of just eyeball that one.
That's right. That's right. There's no, and so next question here, kind of same deal.
Another graph, so it has to be a negative, so it can only be A or C.
Okay.
And it have, uh,
So A and C have different vertexes. So that's where
yeah,
you
so
might,
it can't be A. Because then it's -5, so it has to be C.
let's see. Good. Okay. All right. So this next one here, I want you to just tell me the domain and range.
Range is all real numbers and domain is all real numbers.
Okay. So
Oh, no, the domain is y is greater than 0.
okay.
It won't
About
ever touch 0.
about
And
the
domain
domain.
is all real numbers.
There's nothing over here. Like
Oh,
I think
so so x is greater than or equal to 0.
yeah, greater than 0. This is a little deceptive. I didn't know if if that would be okay, but that's good. I'm struggling to find questions. Some of them are not, covered. Some are, I don't know. So here, let me throw something like this at you. It's not a multiple choice, so it's a little bit harder to frame. Let's say I wanted to know what the vertex is. How would you find the vertex or something like this?
What is the oh, it's in standard form right now.
Factored form, actually,
Oh,
but it's in the wrong form.
yeah.
So it's like being on the wrong highway. We got to get on the right highway and get to our destination. Why don't you foil this and then maybe something will stand out?
Oh, I was thinking like there was something. Oh, you do, and then you do and then you would so if that's factored form, you'd have to work backwards. So you'd foil it, yeah, and then work until you get you'd have to do like completing the square though, right?
You do not. There's another way. Could you just, why don't you factor this real quick before we run out of time? I'm sorry, foil it before we run out of time, and then I'll
X
give you
squared
the next.
4x minus 12.
Okay, so yes, you could complete the square. You can also use formulas.
Negative b over 2a. Yep. That's what
Okay,
so then you get -2.
okay, but you need the y value as well. So how do you find the y value?
Plug it back in. So then 4 minus 8 is -4. It's -20.
Okay, very good. All right. So you said you got it tomorrow. Should be in good shape. Running out of stuff to give you. This we've covered a lot here. Yeah, I don't know. What would the y-intercept be?
Y-intercept, so then it's when x equals 0,
right?
-12.
Yes. And sorry, for this other one, it's 4 minus 8 minus 12. I don't know what she said, but I'm gonna write down minus 16. I think I heard 0, but it's 4 minus 8 minus 12 minus 20 plus 4 is minus 16. What would the x-intercepts be?
-2, negative. Oh no, -6 and 2.
Good. All right. Good job. We're gonna stop right there for today. Stop recording.